Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I'll timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, skip parts you're not interested in, or watch the whole thing back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. So, hello. I thought we could use a little good energy. So, and it feels like a Housewife's Tarot kind of day. So, all right. Well, kitties in space. Yes, space kitties. Oh, happy little space kitten. Anyway, all right. Oh, Ricky has, and the star of the show, the only kitty who can play the Green Hornet theme on guitar, note for note, the one and only Boo Boo Zen Kitty. Green Hornet. I don't remember the Green Hornet theme off the top of my head. I'll have to go look for it later. Thank you. Anyway, all right. Yes, Cat Shepherd. Such adorable cosmic agents of chaos. Oh, and Doxy Liver likes the housewives. Good. All right. So we're starting, y'all. This is, whew. All right. At 2 minutes 30 seconds in. All right, let me pull this up. All right, I want to be perfectly clear here. If somebody gets a little work done on their face, I don't care. You know, why would I? It's not my face. But there is a level of, sometimes, not always, but sometimes there is a little, for some people, depending on the situation and how their own level of hypocrisy, it can be a sign of self-esteem issues. Do you know what I mean? Like, why not just love your face? I mean, Fran, oh, no, but this is hysterical. We'll get there. Everybody breathe. It's okay. Somebody needs to explain, I guess. Hang on, let me take down the kitties here for just a second. Oh, honey. Okay. Okay. I'm significantly older than he is. And I've had some real medical problems in my life, so I'm not somebody who would use Botox. But this is a whole, oh honey. Wow. So I'm just wondering, how is Maddie, how's his self-esteem doing? What would cause him to basically nail gun his eyebrows to his eyelids. Oh, wow. Okay. So what is your major malfunction? Has Matt Gaetz, what? Okay. So yeah, it's beyond too much makeup, I'm afraid, but okay. Matt Gaetz. WTF, dude. Because that's not a little. That's not just, oh, he had just a little put in. That's why. Do you look in the mirror and that's a lot. Yes, Seattle roller derby fan. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, now, you know how I joke around that whenever I bring up some of the kind of cool things I was very blessed and fortunate to do when I was younger. I joke and immediately say glory days, because that was then, whatever. But here's the thing, this guy, he's the worst kind of frat boy you can imagine. Worst kind. There are guys who've been in fraternities who are good guys. Believe it or not. Yes, they exist. But he's not one of them. And here's the thing. If you are that shallow, if you only want to be with the youngest, prettiest women, if your idea of partying is hiring some barely legal girls to go, ew. What happens when you age? What happens when you suddenly are the adult? You start seeing the problems, the signs of aging. How is he gonna handle that? Six of Pentacles. He knew he was going to the just looking at this, seriously, this part of my face is trying to hurt. See, I can move my eyebrows. He knew he was going to the convention. That have his pick of this morsels and this and that, and Six of Wands, a victory, being victorious, Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, Two of Wands, far right, because he really does believe in the far right. He's not one of those. He's not necessarily one of those people who's using rhetoric that's actually a little further than what they believe. No, he really is that much of a jerk. Four of Cups. This is just refusal to listen to decency. But Five of Pentacles. This is the people out in the cold. So whew. Audrey W. Looks like something has been wrong for years. Born into a rich family, his dad got him out of trouble using his power. Yep. So, bye. Oh, the kitties. Kitties are much better. I don't get it. 1 second. Let me close that, close that, close that. Holy cow, that guy's 42. I'm literally a decade older than he is. Jeez. Then again, I've never had certain substances in my life, so, Okay. Oh, okay. Why am I being yelled at in the chat? Oh, okay. Everybody needs to calm down. All right. All right. Everybody needs to calm down. All right. We need hear me out for just a second here. Okay. If I understand that people get upset, I really do. I really do get it. Here's the thing, though. There's no one banging down your front door. There are things we need to vote about. We need to make sure we vote. We need to contact our representatives. We need to make sure we're getting self-care, getting our self-care, plus whatever productive things we can do with ourselves. Okay? There really isn't anyone who does a live stream anywhere who you should really, it's really just tell, just like all caps, tell them, stop what you're doing, do something else, answer these questions. It's like, there's nothing I do that you can't. I have more experience. I do it with graphics. But a deck of tarot cards is like maybe $20. You can get it for less. All right? Everybody needs to breathe. We are going to be okay. I'm here every day of the year. I have been for over 4 years. I have been here over 4 years, every single day. I've not missed a single day. I have read on Joe Biden. How many times I've read on the situation? It doesn't mean I have the greatest insight on the face of the earth, because I'm reading on the collective the same way you would. I don't pretend to be a guru. So, as my brother-in-law would say, sauna. Okay. All right. At 13 minutes, 30 seconds in general, you can kind of think of live streams as the chats on live streams as going into somebody's house. Would you say the same things to them? Even if they were friends of yours, would you? Really? So, all right. So, both Eva Renee and Joanne Cotton and various other people were asking about Joe Biden, which has been in the description box. The questions about Joe Biden have been in the description box since about 10 o'clock. No, 10:30. It was. I know it was at least 10:30. So they've been there for an hour and a half, more than an hour and a half, 2 hours at this point. It's okay. They're right there. I was going to cover it. Look in the description box. Okay, so there are rumblings that Pelosi and the Dems are working on a Harris Newsome ticket. No, there's no, because one of them would have to move out of California long enough to establish residence somewhere else, and that's not going to happen. Stars, breaking news on MSNBC, quote, "We are close to the end." End of what? And of what? Anyway, neither of them is likely to move out of state. So it's because they're both from California, the electors could not vote for, you can, as an elector, even with the changes that have been made over the years, an elector cannot vote for both a president and a vice president who are from the same state. So it's not Newsome. I've also been looking at the astrology and reading articles by other astrologers. Newsome's planets aren't really strong right now. I completely believe he would do a good job, but it's just not there. The planets don't have the wind at his back, the energetic currents at his back. Giovannis's executive order, maybe, isn't how the Electoral College works. Isn't that in the Constitution? David Minor is saying, why follow the rules? The other side doesn't. Because we're better than that. Because we're better than. Because we don't want to live in chaos. C.J. Brooks says Kamala wouldn't get enough votes either. Wow. We're not past the rules. I'm serious. Okay. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I understand people are upset. But that isn't what we do here. That isn't this channel. And all this time, I just want justice. I want justice against Trump. I don't want anyone breaking the rules to bring him to justice. I don't want anyone breaking the rules in order for Democrats to win in November. Old Silver says we feel betrayed. Why? Because he got older? Why do you feel betrayed? Just Me says at this point it's not about the candidate, it's about the platform. What about the platform? Wow. Okay. I'm floored. I'm floored. Okay. The infrastructure, he got past the lowest unemployment in decades, highest minority employment. The stock market doesn't help me directly, but stock market hitting 40,000. Believing in women's rights, believing there should be an EPA. That's a pretty good platform. Believing in LGBTQ plus rights. Okay. Old Silver saying, I live in Kentucky. My perspective is different. How is it different? I want to know. Apparently we need to talk. Apparently we all need to talk because there are people who are so upset and are, I'm getting all caps messages of people thinking that, telling me that Trump is going to get in, Social Security is going to be destroyed, on and on and on and on. And I'm like, what? Question. If I'm literally here every day and all I've picked up on over and over and over is that Democrats win, whether it's Biden or Harris or whomever, then why are you telling me in all caps that's not true? So Giovanna says, we are panicking. Slap us, please. I would never, but that was cute. That was cute. Apple says it's all over the media. That's why. Pancake says MSNBC now no longer an if, but when. Luna Storm, just vote blue. Yes. Barbara Angro, bless you. Longtime lurker. I so enjoy you and your witty community. Thank you, Barbara. It makes a big difference. Thank you. Thank you. Jan K says Biden has lost his funding. He can't continue now. Where did you hear that? Bismuth says, we all need boo-boos and kitty to keep us sane. Gina's Place. Ding, ding, ding. Is it possible that the astrological climate could affect people's sense of urgency right now? Like Uranus conjunct Algol? Bolts out of the blue? Head of the demon? Amy, it's in my notebook. Is it Collins? I wrote it down. Yesterday during the day before, in Creative Sprints, Amy Collins said that the Chinese name for Algol, that fixed star, literally translates as piled up corpses. In China, that constellation is a mausoleum. Yeah, it's pretty nasty energy. But it's going to move on. Uranus is going to move on. Whew, okay. So, all right, let me stop this. Okay, the Empress, this is America. Still here. I'm voting in November. I hope you are too. If you are legally able to vote, please do. Oh, Ansing is Pluto plowing the road. Oh, we'll get to that. But America, we're here. We're still able to vote. We don't give up easily. Government. We're worried that there are a bunch of brats running around in controls of things. The knights of the conservatives going around mowing all kinds of norms and decency down. Here's the thing, though. The cards for in these 5 card spreads, the 2 cards are either the situation or the past, usually. The center card just has a lot of power on either what's going on now, or it's just it colors everything around it. But the last 2 cards are often what's coming up. And what's coming up is 10 of Swords, 9 of Cups. That's good for us. And I've been getting this 10 of Swords, this 3 of Swords, this legal, legislative, voting horribleness for the Republicans. And I get good cards for Democrats. It ends in good cards for Democrats, day after day after day after day. So, Elizabeth B. Says stepping down is cowardice. I think he should do whatever he wants. Doesn't honestly make much difference to me. I'm gonna vote blue. So, oh, Acadian Proud, thank you. Keep sending love and calming positive white light to everyone and to the guides to use for the good of the world. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sharon Rice says, do not feed the vampires that are feeding on fear, anger, and negativity. True. Very true. Okay. Oh, thank you, Anne. So, we're going to be okay. Now. that was a general thing. But at 25 minutes in, 25:10, will Biden step down from the? Now I'm going to change the wording on this. Will Biden step down from the campaign before the, well, let's just say election. I'm not even going to say it would have to be the, no, it has to be before the convention. Before the convention. Okay. Because he wouldn't step down from the presidency. And we don't want him to. Well, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for being calm and reassuring. We just need to vote blue on November 5th. Thank you. Remember the 5th of November. The 5th of Rovember. Go out there and vote. Becca from House of Lenormand is here. Hello. I'm so sick of this horse race. Speculative ratings chasing media garbage. The media's job is to inform the public, not to influence. Yes. Becca is wise, but we've known that for a long time. All right, Joe Biden. Hey, Uncle Joe's going. And here's the fact, absolute fact for me personally. I don't care if he steps down or not. And anyone who thinks that he absolutely cannot step down because of the racism and sexism all over the country and it'll stop Democrats from winning. She's already the VP. If they're going to be that way, they're going to be that way. But if ever there was a time when a woman of color was going to ascend to the presidency for the first time, it would probably be up against someone who has 34 felony convictions, is an adjudicated R word, pushed for an insurrection, and has a special counsel working very hard to hold them accountable for stealing top secrets in the country. I think this would probably be the best time. Just a thought. 5 of Cups. We're upset about the cups that are knocked over, but there are cups still standing. And I know we're afraid. I've been here with you all through the Trump years. Through most of it. Queen of Cups. Hello, Kamala Harris. 6 of Swords. Swords in the boat, but this boat's going. King of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Lovers. You know, I've been listening to the Republican convention a little bit. I'm really not impressed. I heard when Ronnie Jackson was going to, Dr. Ronnie Feelgood was going to talk during his speech about mental decline and all of this kind of stuff. I thought, okay, maybe that'll really scare some people. But I heard a chunk of what he said, and it wasn't very convincing. So this is the Republicans right now, but it's on shaky ground. Yeah, they have their diehards, but they don't have enough of them. Charlie C. Sage of Fire says 3 months until the election, too close to change, in my opinion. Well, in some states, I mean, yeah, there are filing deadlines that have come and gone. Susie Buckingham says Pelosi has said it will be Harris and Newsome. Not if she wants to. Not if she wants them to lose huge numbers of the California electoral votes. Just saying. All right, I'm getting this wave of calm. Trump is Trump, and Trump is he ruins everything he touches. And every day that goes by between here and the election day, he's going to make it worse for himself. There's Mar-a-Lago, which is also a vacation or retirement card, which he's welcome to do. Strength, adding insult to injury. We're good. We are good. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the young people on their sides. They don't have the numbers of voters they need. There's some people who've said that Trump must be feeling very positive, very bullish on what he's doing, because he has picked someone who is going to continue to alienate him from suburban women. That's what's happening. Because women, remember, this is usually the woman with the closing the mouth of the lion. Yeah, they can do whatever they want over here. This is Major Arcana, and this is a woman with a cat, with a big cat. If not friend, then why cat? If not friend, then why friend-shaped? Girl. Okay, so what else have we got here? All right, I want to skip some of these, honestly. Okay, let's just go straight to Bretu's question at 33 minutes in, and then we'll maybe one more, or maybe not, but we'll get on to some other topics as well. But Bretu is asking, what is the reasoning for all the backstabbing of Biden by the Democrats? My guess is fear. They're just really, really afraid that, because 2016, I mean, everybody was shocked. Trump was shocked. Everybody was shocked that Trump won. And then they've seen what happened with the Supreme Court. McConnell. But people are afraid. Some of them will, you let's face it, we're news junkies, right? I mean, we read on politicians all the time. There are good people who are politicians, but I haven't met many who don't have a streak of ambition in them. So what's the reasoning for all the backstabbing by Biden by the Dems? All right. Card for the reading is that it's Mar-a-Lago. People are afraid that Trump has this base that allows him to get through so much, because he has gotten away with a lot so far. Oh, you're kidding. I'm sorry. I just saw it there. You're kidding. Oh, you're kidding. 8 of Cups. I'm an adult. This is a whole bunch of Democratic votes we've worked hard for, because women have worked hard for their rights. And in the Rider-Waite version of this card, the person in red is walking away. Page of Pentacles. That's just a page. Yeah, he's doing a good job, but it's just a little kid. It's not really a king. It's just 5 of Wands is just stirring things up, just stirring. Specifically, Wands would be the far right, but yeah, right now things are just everybody's getting stirred up. Ace of Cups. The aces generally, when I get them, mostly have one of 2 meanings. One is either a new beginning or a huge amount of something. Like the Ace of Pentacles, the hand with the giant pentacle. Oh, New Hampshire Mountain Dancer, thank you. Thank you, and thank you for voting blue. Thank you. The big golden pentacle, it can be, oh, like you're starting a business, or it can be you won the lottery. Like it's a huge chunk of money is another possibility. The last 2 cards here, Ace of Cups, a new beginning, which for the Democrats, which would be good, or a whole lot of votes, which would also be good. Meanwhile, the Republicans are looking at charity. They're looking at small amounts. So things are getting all, and again, some of that's astrological. Stirred up. But we're doing the work to get people out to vote, and women are going to vote. So, and people who believe in women are going to vote. So, hello, Valerie. All right, what is next? What is next? Okie dokie. All right, so we did that, and excuse me. All right, Alexa Gibson had a question about executive power and the Republican Party and whatnot. 38 minutes in. Okay. We have seen the Republican Party go off the rails. Oh, hasn't it just gone? We've seen the Republican Party go off the rails. I fear the worst is yet to come. I don't know if we need to fear it. In the upcoming days, will Biden be more proactive in using his executive powers to protect our democracy? He's very conscious of not wanting to blow up the election. So he's not going to do much with his new powers. But he could make some, because any changes he makes now could scare off voters. But, and I don't believe the Democrats are going to lose. I'm not saying that we're going to have super majorities all over. No, there are going to be plenty of Republicans voted back into office. But I believe Joe Biden, or the Democrats, are going to hold the White House, the House, and probably the Senate. But that one's going to be a harder slog. So, I don't think he's going to do anything untoward. Now, if by some weird reason something happened and maybe he did, anything he did in theory could be undone. Any executive order he did could be undone by the next president doing an executive order. However, I'm sure they could get clever and put some things in place to things that could not be easily reversed for the good of the country. And I wouldn't be surprised, I'll ask, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Biden does something that helps protect voters' rights. That would be fine. But, and thank you for everybody. I know some of you are praying for me. I really appreciate it because I can feel the good energy. Oh, thank you. Because yeah, a lot of people have been very, very panicked with the astrology. It's nasty. But this too shall pass. All right, Knight of Wands. But we know the Republicans. We know their dirty tricks. We've seen it before. Magician, King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Wands. Knight of Swords here. It could be legislation, but excuse me. It's quite often law enforcement. And then this Nine of Swords is like a sleepless nights worry. And there's far right communication down here. But Republicans trying to pull a fast one. But then I get law enforcement, and yeah, the far right's still there. And they're running their mouth, but I've also been getting lots of legal mess ahead for Trump. So don't forget the evidentiary hearing is coming in September. Also coming in September is the sentencing of Trump for his 34 felony convictions. Okay. So what else have we got here? All right, at 4230. It's a beautiful day in Chicago, by the way. Absolutely gorgeous. It's 72 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like eight or more degrees lower than normal. Lovely. Got the windows open if you couldn't hear. So Alexa was saying, I know that politics is and will always be a popularity contest, especially with the Republicans. Will we see more pushback within the party to get back to the reason the party was formed? Basically, I'm guessing your question is, will Republicans wake up and go, oh, wait, maybe we should go back to, the boring old fiscal conservatism, blah-de-blah. Seriously, if a Republican right now insisted on enacting everything that Ronald Reagan did, they would be drummed out of the party. For all of their worship of Ronald Reagan, they would be beside themselves over, oh my gosh, the rich being taxed? Are you kidding? Valerie says, I haven't been watching the news. I just walked into some dense energy here. I thought we were moving behind that messaging. Oh, you came in late. There was some full-blown panic before and early on. It was really bad. Anyway, Republicans. So will you finally go, oh yeah. Bratu, how dare you tax the rich, you peasant. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Well, if they lose enough elections, I love this. If they lose enough elections and feel like they're having to clean toilets with a toothbrush. I love this deck. Yeah, they might want to change their ways. That would be the Sun card with the it's the white supremacists. Yeah, who think they're superior. Legal decisions. Stop. Yeah, actually use the sword of truth. There's the country, but there's also women, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, don't hold your breath. They're going to have to lose for a while before it finally starts twigging. Oh, well, but what do you mean? What do you mean we can't stop women from voting? You can't stop women from voting. Tea? Would you like some cake? Some tea and cake? To go with the fact that we're not going to give up our right to vote. It's going to be a while. They're going to be like this for a while. So, eyes rolling. Okay. All right, let's see here. So, okay, Nettie had a question about something Mary Trump is doing, and we love Mary. Who doesn't love Mary Trump? 46, 45. It's kind of disconcerting because she looks, she obviously is related to her uncle. Obvious. I mean, you can just look at the face, you can see they are related. But then she opens her mouth and things like intelligence comes out. It's like, wow, that's what that would look like? Smart ideas, empathy. It's wild. So Mary Trump says that J.D. Vance is the beginning of the end of women's rights. Well, if he gets his way, but again, don't understand him. I don't understand why he is such a screaming misogynist and basically wants women home barefoot and pregnant. But his wife is a lawyer who's clerked for Roberts and Thomas, and she only quit her job about a month ago. They have 3 kids. I don't, and she's Hindu. But then you're spouting. That's when you're talking to your wife. You're obviously having conversations that allow her to be her and you to be you. But then you turn and when you're talking out the door, you're spouting all of this heinousness. Raju says he liked her money. That's got Rose Blue says she's a psychologist. Oh, Mary Trump. Yes. So Mary Trump says JD is the beginning of the end of women's rights. When will the women of the right bring down the hammer on JD, his ilk, and their plans? Well, right now, the Republicans think they're set, especially this week. Seriously, the convention, they are all high on their own supply this week. Seriously. This week, they are sitting pretty. There's no getting through to them. They're all together. They're all yelling and chanting and sticking, maxi pads to the sides of their heads. 3 of Pentacles. Temperance. Well, we know that Trump had a say in their platform for the RNC, and basically, it's a big smoke screen. Ace of Swords, Six of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Well, I mean, this is amongst the conservatives. They're going to do their thing. There's some women who are going to, face the sword of truth and use the sword of truth, but we're still going to have Republicans. I mean, please don't misunderstand me when I say that I do believe Democrats are going to win. We're not going to if we don't vote. I mean, we've got to get up and do everything we can. But no, they're not in a hurry to change. But the women who a lot of suburban women aren't really into politics, which to me seems ridiculous, but sure, everybody's supposed to be different. And so the thing about that is they don't necessarily vote. They're not like die hard for voting for Republicans. So Anna says, yes, except for Gaetz, who can't feel his head at the moment. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Oh, yeah. Same thing. They know the bill of goods that women are doing, where everything's just having to go get women out of the state and under the table, all this stuff. And they're the Republicans, and what they're saying, you're supposed to go along, but when you're alone in the booth, you can vote however you want. So anyway, it's good. Yes, Marcia Jones. Hillary got 2.8 million votes more than Trump. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, what else have we got? 50, 52, 45. Katie and Proud, I'm just going to say, because I've never heard anything different, or I haven't yet heard anything different. Was asking, was Vance Trump's choice, or was he told to pick Vance? You can manipulate Trump, but you can't tell him what to do. And Junior's taking all the credit publicly everywhere he can go. Yeah, I talked my father into choosing Vance. I talked him into doing this. And I'm just like, you might want to, okay. You're going to get blamed when it goes wrong, but okay, sure. But no, Junior has been out there and out there and out there. So just letting you know. At Visualize 70, I have a version of your question here that I thought might be a little more all-encompassing, if that's okay. Sorry. You can always ask another question tomorrow. Considering what happened at Butler, which should never have happened to anybody, how will Trump handle rallies from now on? Maybe he'll do more inside rallies, although he'd have to pay his bills to do that. Maybe he's going to be nervous. Is he going to... Thank you, Visualize 70. So, how is Dumpy going to handle the rallies from now on? I wouldn't blame anybody for being traumatized by all that. But he has the emotional intelligence of this block of wood that is the top of my desk. And he has the coping skills of a 3-month-old. Kelly Coyle, yes, Pope Mobile, yeah. Could we get, if we could get the accurate one for Trump so that he's inside the children's toy with the dome and you push it and it goes put. The balls flying around him. That would be most appropriate for him. Dan's asking, did Dumpy ever pay those bills from 4 years ago? Doesn't he still owe for venues? I believe so. I'm not sure. That would be a Google thing. But yeah. These are all facts. Thank you. Rallies. Well, that's not an exaggeration. I mean, there were people who died there. Bless them. Bless their families. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Every people who were hurt horribly. And yes, Dumpy was, I guess, targeted. So, but yeah, that's the card for the reading, and that's accurate. He was a star. He was up there. It was all about him. Adding insult to injury. Now, this is interesting because the last two cards, the moon, some unhappiness, some upset, think of, what happens at ERs during the full moon where you get more chaos. In this one, does it say, no, that's cold cream, and snap-on hair rollers and some sheep drawn on here. So it isn't on here, it's actually on the devil card. But to quote the great Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice, she's sleeping with Prince Valium tonight. Yeah. Moon, Hermit. He's going to be nervous. He'll deal with it. He'll go out there and be a bully, but he's not processing this. And even if you can do well just stuffing it all down and not processing it for a while, it's going to seep out. You can't go through a fear like that and not. You need to talk it through. You need to talk it through with some like bilateral stimulation, which is where you get the EMDR with the rapid eye movement, or you can just. That's why people, when you go for a walk, and think over things, you feel better. It's because you're by using both sides of your body, you are activating both hemispheres of your brain. Oh, why not? Thank you so much. Thank you. But as you're walking, it's activating the MS, and that is because a trauma in your brain can form. It's almost like a little node where it's like, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to deal with it. But then it does seep out. But also the rest of your knowledge, your experience, your understanding, your maturity can't help. But if you go out and you're walking, or you're doing this as you're talking about it, something like that, and you're getting your brain involved, then it's tiring. Your brain gets very, very tired. I've had a lot of EMDR therapy, but the rest of your brain can deal with that trauma, can be like, okay, I can see it now. That is not. A lot of trauma isn't stored in the brain in like old stuff. Some of it is actually stored, the really bad trauma is stored in the areas where it really does feel like it's still happening. So you need to process it. You want to put money down? You want to bet one shiny nickel on whether Trump is going to process his trauma? Not good. This is withdrawal. This is, it's going, you don't process it, it's going to come back. Alden Pond says stored in the body. There's some of that. Yep. So, oh gosh, did I just put, no, okay. I didn't fully shuffle my cards backwards. Some upside down, some right side up. Are you okay? Are you still all right? You're okay, good. There you go. Home of the Sheila Quilter's asking, how much longer is Algon going to cause problems? We have enough other planets to cause problems. Well, problem is Uranus, it does move, but it takes 84 years to go around the sun. So even you can do the math in how fast Uranus is going to move off of that point. Oh, thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Thank you. So T10 highly compartmentalized. That well, you can to a point. Yeah. But things creep out. All right, so he's not going to handle it well. So there's only one question left for today, but I'll be back here tomorrow. I'm here literally every single day. And yeah, brought to 72 years for Algol. Uranus isn't going to be on Algol for 72 years. I'm confused. Visualize 70. So that's 84 years to go around the yellow dwarf. Yes. The big shiny thing in the sky, the big one, that thing, takes 84 years for Uranus to go around that thing that's making it daylight. So at 102:20, Laura Smith is saying, I'd like to ask a question. Russian propaganda is reporting that President Xi has had a stroke and is possibly on his way out. China would hide this information. True. We should never believe Russia, but could it be true? Oh, no worries. Oh, for Algol to move. No. No, most of the time it's just sitting up there, and if there's nothing messing with it, it's just by itself, being awful. So, President Xi, how you doing? Aging and authoritarian. Lord LaForce says my brain hurts. There's a lot of headaches going around. A lot of headaches going around. Personally, I think that's why in the West, why Algol was associated with Medusa, because I think when the outer planets, the big slow-moving outer planets, are on Algol, I think it's like, oh, my head. But I know. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. We won't see it. Unless there's a state funeral, we won't see it. The Emperor. Yeah. Just everyone working with a big smile on their face. We're so happy. King of Pentacles. So much for his lifetime appointment. Doesn't matter much if you are stepping down. King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and there's big old Judgment. Also, my throat chakra feels like it's being like scraped or crushed or something. It's like, oh, lovely. So lovely. Yeah, this is just icky. the energy for China is pretty icky, unfortunately. I don't have health. I don't have cup cards here for health. I do have judgment. I do have pages working here trying to keep things going. Badly, but trying to keep things going. And the faithful proving their faithfulness by protecting the king of conservatism, which I know they say they're communist, but no. They're authoritarian, blankety blanks. Judgment's coming for him big time. So did President Xi of China, is he on his way out? The big dirt nap. 10 of Cups, us in the West. Okay. 5 of Swords, adding insult to injury. 10 of Pentacles, the dynasty. There's that 2 of Cups I was looking for. He's got some health problems. He's got some big health problems. I don't have I don't read on health matters enough that I don't have my cards coded for specific health issues, but it feels serious. But it could be any of a number of things. So, but the whole point of this was the 10 of Pentacles behind it, which is there's a plan. It doesn't mean that, oh, China's going to change for the better because he's no longer there. It's not like Putin. She has his government behind him in a way that Putin does not. So even if he goes, it's So anyway. Oh, that's interesting. Tigress of Forley says Henry VIII had a lot of algal issues. He was scum of the earth. He was a rotten human being, and I say that as someone who studied Tudor history for 2 years. I can't stand him. He's so awful. Anyway, but we made it through. Okay, and we've made it through today. All right. Whew. All right. So it's 1:25 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel with Sarah. You are always welcome. We are going to talk again tomorrow. I'll bring whatever I can, information or graphics or pictures or whatnot. And we're going to get through this. We're going to vote, and we're going to get through this, okay? So hang in there and breathe. Please breathe. Please. It's important. Don't let them take your health. Don't let them run your blood pressure through the roof. If you feel that's happening, whatever you're looking at, turn it off. We're better. We're better than that, and they're just trying to get ratings. So, and they're afraid, but they won't admit it. So they get upset. A lot of humans do that. So, all right. Hang in there. Oh, thank you. Why not? Queen Sebastian. That's funny. 9 North Node is an Aquarius. So, no, not supposed to. It's not supposed to be about me. And it's not. So, and says, be calm and watch kitty videos. Yes. Yes. All right. So make sure to drink some liquids. That can help with the headaches too. Okay. Stay hydrated. Get some sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. All right. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. All right. I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.